Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field. 43 is the mic, boys.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught. Jones. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Fights through, and now a crease. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball. So
following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To try again after the sack. Jackson trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Let's go now. 21. Check back 21. All day, dog.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Anderson. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Murray now on first down. It's complete to Snead. Touchdown, Cardinals. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Gordon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Mike's 43. Oh, yeah.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
It's caught by Bryant. The ball comes out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Willie Snead with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14 to nothing. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14 to nothing. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Complete to Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14 to nothing. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But
he's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Murray on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw is Jackson on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on third down, Murray flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 38, Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And there to get him down defensively, Brian Allen.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't be scared. Zoom, zoom. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Ready? Ready. You must be dreaming. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hold up.
From the gun, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run again with Hood. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyree Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 21-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Shrugs the tackle. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Patrick Owasor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll let this go for the end. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Corey Legion able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cards, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.